Going live. Let's shut the sound off on Mixer and Twitch. Gotta remember to do that. But then I worry that you guys can't hear me. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope pretty dang good. I know I'm doing pretty well myself. Pardon me. Good to see y'all, whoever's out there watching. Welcome to the stream. It's Thursday. It's 3 p.m. Time for a nice afternoon drawing session, huh? I don't know what we're going to do today. Something to get prepped for Sci-Fi ValleyCon, which is coming up here in not this upcoming weekend, but the next weekend. So we could do a marker drawing. We could ink this cool wizard piece. Do something else entirely. It is kind of up to you guys. I am up in the air with it. But if we do a marker drawing, I'm kind of thinking we stick around with the theme of I'd like to do some cartoon stuff. So I don't know why. I'm just in that mood. So He-Man, Ninja Turtles would be a good one. We could do, Scooby-Doo, I think, is usually a popular subject. So I think Saturday morning cartoons kind of a deal. And we'll go from there and see what comes up. So while you guys debate about it, I'm actually going to start. I have another piece I want to do, but I need to get the paper measured out for it. So I will start doing that now while you guys debate amongst yourselves. So definitely want to get some fantasy art done. I'm just in that mood too. I'm feeling the wizards, you guys. I don't know. I'm definitely feeling the wizards. Let's see real quick while I'm looking at this guy if I can turn down the... Zoom it in a pinch. There we go. And then tune down the gain. Maybe up the white balance just a little bit. Maybe gain up 1 or 2. How's that look? A little bit better. It was like so bright before. It was like looking into a bare light bulb. Just what you guys are tuning in for. All that bare light bulb goodness. So anyway, for this piece that I'm going to be doing, it's based off of a sketch I did of just like a cool, I don't even know how to describe it, like a wizard, and he's just chilling in his study, smoking a pipe like wizards do, reading a book. So now I'm just trying to get it measured out. So I got a 12-inch sheet of paper here. I want this sucker to be 7.5 by 9.5. That's kind of what I'm doing. So you figure that's 8, so 2 inches on the side, and then 1/4. So 2 1/4 that way. From 13, even though it's a little short, we go 2 1/4 this way. 1, 2, and 1/4. And hopefully my math is right, because that should give us... That gave us 8.5. My math was completely wrong. Good. 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 What the hell am I thinking? It's gonna be in 3/4 of an inch, right? Yeah. No. 12. 9 by 12. And I need 9.5. So that's an inch. What am I doing, you guys? My whole brain, all of it, just completely snapped. Last night at Kung Fu was pretty awful for that. My brain just like ceased functioning completely. No, I'm an idiot. I did it right up here. It's 1 1/4. I just did it wrong on the bottom side. Yeah, last night at Kung Fu, man, my brain just like exploded inside of my head. I don't know what happened. I hope I didn't have some kind of like horrible embolism or whatever. And there I just erased the wrong mark too. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is very good stuff. So let's see what's happening here, because it looks like We're on all three, right? Yep. Stream is live on all three channels. I was just making sure my little notification thing popped up. So just making sure. Looks like we're good. Okay. So, going to do this on the other side. I like to make sure that I'm at the correct 90-degree angle by lining it up here on my grid. Because sometimes these angles are cut incorrectly. This looks pretty good though. So that's 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. Perfect. And then from there I can measure it down yay-wise. 9.5 inches. Perfection. Now I can do these sides. And I just kind of like to, near the middle, just slap a line in and go from there. And we'll measure then a little more precisely here coming up. Good. So what I'll do from there, I hope you can see that line, is line up my ruler here. So it's 9 inches wide for 7.5. That means 1.5 inches is taken off. Divide that in 2, that's 3/4 of an inch on either side. So 3/4 and 3/4. Do the same on the other side. Always measure from the same side. So line up the ruler so the inch marker is correct. And 3/4 and 3/4. And then get it boom shakalaka'd in there. This way. And there we go. We got a nice frame for a drawing. And now from here, I can kind of just start adding in what I want to get added in. Let me adjust this a little more. There we go. It's not so horrible up there. It's kind of more diffuse, like the light is kind of pointing away from the piece of paper a little more. Hopefully that'll let you guys see it a little better. Okay, let's see here. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, Jared, how are you? Sorry about that. Looks like my chat is disconnected here on the whatchamacallit. On YouTube, my chat bot is not connected right. So I didn't see that right away. So sorry about that. There we go. And then let me do the same thing for Twitch. I doubt anybody's watching on Twitch, but should be good. Let's see. Okay, and then Twitch is trying. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now let's see if it comes up in the Restream chat bot. I'm going to try this one more time here. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, as you can see, it's not displaying your messages there on the side of the chat, so I don't know what's up here. I'm gonna do a testy. I'm gonna test it here. And looks like we lost our YouTube. What the heck? What in the holy name of crap? Sorry guys, looks like we lost YouTube there for a second. I'm going to try to get it back. I don't know what's happening. Twitch looks okay, Mixer looks okay. YouTube looks a little better now. Let me test this out real quick. Testing. So let's see if that appears on my chat bot. It did. Let's see if it appears on the stream itself off to the side. So we'll know in a second here. It has appeared on Twitch, on Mixer, and on YouTube. So the chat is good to go. We are locked and loaded and ready to rock and roll now. I think, keep your fingers crossed. If there's an issue, just throw it in the chat and let me know. I don't know how all this crap works. The internet to me is simply a series of tubes and like knobs and stuff. So that it's kind of weird. I don't know how any of this works. As Samuel L. Jackson famously quoted, "Hold on to your butts." That was from Jurassic Park. Bangarang to you, Kevin Marshall. Hook forever. Hook for I don't know, ever. Quan Su dudes. All right, good. I'm glad we got the chat going because that was sincerely worrying. It is a mystical, magical creature. It's very weird. It's very strange. I don't like it. I love the internet. I love the ability that the internet like provides us. Right? Like, I don't know. I'm always amazed that like the internet exists. You know? That like we as human beings have figured out how to create this series of tubes to allow us to connect with people. And then we could do stuff like this. Like I can come on and pep your Thursday up quite a bit with a stream. That's something that, I mean, that's like science fiction right there. And it's just old hat to us, you know? Never stop being amazed is what I'm trying to say. So, if you guys, I'm just doodling here because I need to get a piece done for Sci-Fi Valley. I'd like to try, of a pipe smoking wizard. But we could do a marker drawing if you guys would like, but the theme today is Saturday morning cartoons. So you guys can tell me what you think. Here's some ideas, right? Ninja Turtles. Oh, Kevin, what are your requests, man? Go for it. Sorry, I just saw that pop up. But as I was saying, Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe. We could do... Pirates of Dark Water is a good one. Escape from New York. Yeah, we could do Escape from New York. That's a good one. It isn't Saturday morning cartoons, but I'd do it. I do like Escape from New York. Pliskin versus the Duke of New York. Or Ernest Borgnine driving a cab. Hi, Goosebumps Girl. How are you doing today? Goosebumps. You know I love Goosebumps. If you haven't seen a Goosebumps Girl, check out my most recent video on my YouTube channel on Markers of Monsters. It's all Goosebumps. It's so good. But yeah, I do love me some Goosebumps books. It's up to you guys. You guys can debate amongst yourselves what you want while I draw this wizard in here. I am your humble servant, willing to draw whatever. Oh, getting these nice cheekbones here. I kind of want them to be a little plump. I don't know. See a lot of wizards that are very, like, thin. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. I wasn't sure about, you know, not that I wasn't sure about it, but I know I omitted some of the more famous Goosebumps monsters there. Oh, thank you, Goosebumps Girl. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's got 25 Goosebumps monsters in one drawing. But yeah, like I had just said, some of the more famous ones had to be omitted. Just maybe not had to, but there just wasn't enough space. And so I was a little concerned, like, oh, you know, are people going to be upset that, like, the mud monsters aren't in there? Are people going to be upset that the scarecrow isn't in there? Stuff like that. But I like it. I stand by my selection. It was good to do Goosebumps creatures that are a little less popular, you know. Because I'm all about that underdog. I love a good underdog story. Unless you're the Washington Capitals, I want you to succeed. If you're an underdog. That's kind of unnatural looking. I don't know. Killer Tomatoes. I like that. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's a fun one. I used to watch that. That was a good time always. Does anyone remember the Pirates of Dark Water? I'm a big fan. Pardon me. Camp Candy. Excellent. Excellent. Speaking of summer camp, I don't know about you guys. I've been in that summertime mood. I have a movie lineup in my head that if I get time, I'm going to watch it. And it's going to be Meatballs. Straight up Meatballs. One Crazy Summer. Oh, and what was the third one? I had it just in my damn head. Now my mind is completely blanked out. Yeah, but Meatballs and One Crazy Summer was going to be the crux of it. I want summertime movies. I want them set at a summer camp. I want them set at the beach. There was, oh damn, there was a third one. It's like I said, I am brain dead today. I am completely like gonzo today. I apologize, you guys. I know you come here for the quick wit. But today it's just like my brain is just completely gone, man. And I do not know how to get it back. Ay, ay, ay. But, you know, such is life. Sometimes your brain leaves your head and takes a one-way trip to Montana. Other times you're good. Ernest Goes to Camp is another good one, man. I like to get on themed movie days. Like if I'm going to watch like 3 movies in a day, sometimes I like them to be themed, you know? Like Ernest Goes to Camp, Camp Nowhere, and Meatballs would be a good triple feature. I think. School at 6 a.m., that sucks. I hated waking up to go to school. Plus 6 a.m., ugh. Pasadena? Is that a movie? If so, I have not heard of it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a quarter should be our halfway point, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it is not. My math, again, skewed completely. What is happening? Okay, so 4.5 takes 9, so it would be 4 3/4. See what I mean? I used to be able to do this all the time. I guess that's what they call getting old. 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 puts us at the middle of the piece. So I can do a slit down this way. So the large scenic picture window outside of his that he's around. Oh, The Abominable Snowman from Pasadena. That's a good one. I just read Calling All Creeps was the one that I just read. And it was a good one. Not my favorite, but it was still pretty good. Eggeronius. So yeah, so if I want this window to do that, then the middle is there, it's coming down this way. And then we'll give him, I don't like his hand, it's a little too big. Shrink that down a bit here. I just want to get this sketched in and we'll get going. The Creeps one. I don't know, man. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I do. But as an adult reading it, I was like, man, this kid's kind of a whiner and he needs to stand up for himself. But yeah, I love the ending of that one too. Calling All Creeps. That's like the perfect ending to that. That's what I wanted for that kid the whole time. Screw this damn middle school. I'm turning all these people into my slaves. That's an ending right there. Alright, so we got our wizard reading a book. Chilling out, smoking a pipe, because wizards smoke pipes. In my mind, they do. Reading a book. He's got those big old eyebrows that extend over the edge, over the side of his Maybe not as far as his hat, like pure Gandalf style, but still. I definitely like a wizard to have something like stars and moons on his hat. I dig that like a freaking garden. So let me just finish sketching this in. Let's give him some shelves over here. I like that that's a tangent there. You got to watch out for tangents. So a tangent is where it's what I go on all the time on my show here. I go on tangents. But no, that's when two things butt up against each other in the drawing. Like if I was to draw like the sun, right? I wouldn't draw it like here. So it butts up so the edges touch. I would need to put it like either behind the hat a little bit or further away. But just so the two edges don't line up like that, it looks really weird. Something to always look out for. And then shelves over here. And then I want the shelves to just kind of be spilling out with like knickknacks. Like he's got a skull on the shelf. He's got some he's got books, of course. Maybe some like glowy crystals and holders, you know, just like wizard crap. Alright, Goosebumps Girl. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't forget to check out that other video and always be reading Goosebumps. I don't know, you guys. What should this wizard's like familiar be that hangs out by him? Like a cat or a lizard or an owl, or what's a cool familiar for this wizard to have? You guys think about that. I am almost done here, and we can get into our marker drawing today. Out behind him, I want to have some shininess, clouds, stuff like that. All right, that will be good for me for now. I can always have his staff kind of butted up against the back of his chair. No, that creates a weird triangle. Okay, anyway, I digress. Moving on. Boom, marker drawing paper, all measured out like a pro. Like a pro, you guys. Let's tape it down. Let's get right into it. So have you guys decided on a cartoon yet? I've had many ideas. Whoever's left in the chat, throw in what you want to see right now today. And I'm going to get a different pencil. Yeah, HB, that should work. HB should work without a problem. So we had we could do Ernest. That might be good. something that'll go over well. Real Ghostbusters. You know what, Kevin? Sold. Real Ghostbusters. I want something that's going to be popular enough to sell at Sci-Fi. And that would be good. Jared Johnson for Mighty Max. Oh, you guys are killing me because they're both so good. You know what? You know what? I'm going to do a Real Ghostbusters now. And if we have time, I'll get started on Mighty Max. Because I flippin' love Mighty Max, Jared. I do. I sincerely, I do. I love it. This is completely drawn wrong. So I don't know what the heck I was thinking. So we're going to try to extend this out past its borders so it lines up nice with a mat. But I've done a Mighty Max one before. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago I did a Mighty Max one. But I've never done Real Ghostbusters. That'd be a good one. So let's do that, and then we can get into Mighty Max here. I'm actually just going to use this and just real quick. Just so I know where the heck I have to go, and then see if I can erase this off of the mat. Yeah, these are the mats I use when I mat all these. Okay. So, Real Ghostbusters. Let's do it. It's like I feel the need to put Slimer in there, but I kind of always hated Slimer. You know? Not hated him, but he was always just like... He got too popular, and that always irked me for whatever reason. And I always had a huge crush on Janine. She wore those short skirts, talked like, you know, the voice actress was, yeah. Love it. Love it. Okay, so... maybe a montage, not a montage, but like a... them just like blasting everything in sight. Kind of a deal. So let's do... and I can't have them crossing the streams. That's a big no-no. Crossing the streams would be bad. So we're going to have one of them down here, and I'm not even picking out who's who yet. I'm just putting in body shapes. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm drawing here. Hopefully it's not too dark. So someone's down there with the gun, with the... and they're looking this way, right? Kevin, I remember, yep. That show had an amazing amount of like cool horror pop culture references. There was like a Pinhead guy. There was a Cthulhu episode. Like that was way before Cthulhu became like a big flippin' deal in pop culture. You know, so that's good on them, man, for the Real Ghostbusters for doing that. Somebody's up this way. They've got the proton pack on. Speaking of proton packs, never had one as a kid, but I always wanted one of those plastic proton packs that they sold. No, I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. Let's get that out of there. The whole thing's just fell apart on me right when I put that second figure in. We're gonna need to do this thing holistically, I think. Hello, is it Yote Senior Yote? We are doing a real Ghostbusters drawing from the cartoon show. If you've never seen the real Ghostbusters cartoon show from the 80s and 90s, it's a good one. Definitely worth a watch. And I'm just trying to get all the figures just right. Just the whole layout of the piece. Pardon me. Just trying to get them so they're all kind of in there, doing their ghost busting thing. I'd love to be able to put in like Janine and Slimer. I don't know if they'll fit though. You know. So just working on that, getting that all taken care of. But yeah, it's like hard to... I find like the more figures in a drawing, the harder it is overall. He's got the trap here. Alright, and somebody else up here with the gun. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. What kind of stuff do you speedrun? And before your time, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm an old coot, especially by internet standards. But you know what? Like I was saying before, it's still a good show, and it's still, even to this day, got a lot of great horror like tropes and cliches in it that are a lot of fun to point out, especially if you like horror stuff. And Kevin, I did think about that. That would be fun too. I kind of want to get them all in there. Maybe I'll do another one. Man, there's so many that I just want to do, marker drawing wise. Alright, so I like those figures there. This one, however, doesn't work for me. It's too twisted into the other guy. So kind of have them going off one another. Kind of like a back-to-back kind of deal. Like so. Okay, I know that looks like chicken scratch to you guys, but that works way better for me. I know it looks like nothing. So now we got to determine who's where. So we could do... I'm kind of thinking Ray should be the one with the trap here. So let's make this Ray. He's in the lightest color. Winston's in the second lightest, so I want Winston to be there. So we either got Egon down here or Peter down here, and then this one up here will be Egon. Let's do Egon up here and Peter down here. Alright, there we go. Oh, very cool, Yote. That's awesome. Which one's, like, what's your favorite one to do? Do you even have a favorite? Or do you kind of like a little bit of everything? Or like them all equally, I should say. Alright, so. Egon's face is thin and angular. And he's got that wild Egon hair. The eyes here. Ears. And then we got to get up to the haircut. That impossible Egon haircut. God, I want it so bad. If I had blonde hair, that's the haircut I'd pull off. Egon from the Real Ghostbusters cartoon show. And he's always wearing the glasses like down low on the face. So we got to do that. And Egon has lips as well, which is really weird. So we'll give him kind of like a half smirk kind of a deal. There we go. And now for his jumpsuit thing. Egon's snappy, man. Between the hair and then he's got on a light blue jumpsuit with the pink accents. Dude, Egon, rocking it, bro. I love it. Good times. Okay, so... And then the proton packs, the guns, they're kind of like boxy there. With dials and the like on them. Stuff like that. That's good. And Egon's hands here. And can't forget, man, in the 80s, padding was a big thing. So like elbow pads, knee pads. The Ninja Turtles had them, wristbands. Good times. And gotta get in there the proton pack straps. That's good. I like that. All right, and then we will move on to Winston up at the top. Oh, that's cool. Fall light. So how long does it take you, would you say, when you're doing a speed run of any given game, like to really get the ins and outs? I assume it's different for every game, but just like more an on average type of thing. Like before you really get the ins and outs of really getting the speed running well. I don't speed run really, so you know, I barely have time to play video games. So pardon me for asking, but I'm curious, you know. Because speed running, that's a whole nother ball game from just casual gaming. because that takes dedication. Okay, and then get in Winston's straps for him. And then Winston's face isn't quite as angular, but still a little bit. Remember in Ghostbusters 2 when that slime was like, Winston? That is good stuff right there. Winston has lips as well. And boom. Right there and there. And thin eyebrows. And he's kind of like Peter's hair. I like that they all made them just a little bit balding too. Maybe not balding, but like with the receding hairlines and a lot of these guys have. I think that's awesome. They didn't make them look like they were 20 years old. I dig it. I dig it, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Who are you gonna call? He-Man. No worries, no worries. I am completely like brain dead today. I am like Dunsville, Idaho here. Just completely shut down. Egon should actually have the PKE meter. Oh, that'd be a good idea. And then have Winston with the gun, with the wand, and Peter with the wand. Egon with the PKE meter. So he's holding it like hands. They are a pain in the butt. Be doing that. So if he's holding it down here, it'll be out. Like such. And it's kind of laying flat on his hand. Hands are tough. Man. I don't like that. I'm going to come back to that. Kevin, I would have stayed in that dream. That's like heaven on earth right there. Any specific ones? Did you get Manny faces or Buzz Off by chance? I always like Buzz Off. He was a bee guy. Buzz Off. Who was the guy whose head was a camera? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The He-Man guy whose head was a camera? Okay, up here. What was his name? Did you know that He-Man's mom, Queen Marlena, was actually from Earth? Isn't that weird? Of all the things, He-Man's mom from Earth. It's like, why? Because she was an astronaut. Her spaceship got stuck in a wormhole and sent her all the way to Eternia. All right, getting Peter in there. And then Ray is going to be over here. Oh, Stinkor. That's another good one. So many good Masters of the Universe figures. And of course, Ray. One of my other favorites was Mosquitor. If anybody remembers Mosquitor. He had this like fake blood packet in his chest, and when you pushed the thing on his back, it looked like blood was surging through him. So good, so good. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And there's old Ray. Dan Aykroyd. Awesome. Okay, that's good for the faces, for now at least. I can do the bodies a little better here. Get some of this pencil lead out of here. Man, when we get to coloring, it's going to be a huge pain in these faces. I just know it. But that's okay. That's life. That's how it all goes down. Maybe he should be holding the thing out this way. No, I don't like that. That didn't work out. Let's throw in something else. That's just it. When I'm drawing, it's like I'm always seeing like what sticks. Some things do, some things don't. You never know. I cannot get these flipping hands. I have got to do some practice. I've got to get some stock pictures of people holding guns and practice drawing their hands, because this is a nightmare now. This has become a damn thing. Oh my God. What is happening? Actually, I've got a good idea. So we're going to do Peter's coming straight out at you. And then it's easy to draw the hands going forward here. There we go. That's a little better. I can stomach that. And Ray here, I don't know about him. He's looking a little But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna roll with the punches. If he looks like he is having some sort of a weird like attack of, I don't know. He looks like he's getting too excited to be busting ghosts. And I don't know. That's Ray, what are you doing there, bro? What are you doing? So we're going to do Ray with a gun as well. I don't think it's, I think in terms of the overall piece, that's going to look the best. With knobs and stuff like that. And the yellow wires. Okay. As far as Winston goes, he'd be holding it flat. I know I'm overthinking these hands, but I just want it to look right. Looks like he's doing like cocking his hand. Man, why can I not draw hands today? Why am I so like dead today? I know, Kevin, I saw that. I cracked up. Maria was like, I know that's some kind of joke about the 90s, but I'm not sure who it's referring to specifically. Rob Liefeld. Feet are hard, man. But I think that's why you got to do it. Like, you can't, if something's hard to draw, you should then draw it more so you get better at it. Like me in drawing these damn hands. Like I obviously need to do that more. I shouldn't be shying away from being like, well, I can't do it, so oh well. Means I got to go out there and draw more hands. But yeah, that was really funny. Deadpool 2 was really good. I dug it. So it would come straight down like that, then out like that. Like, yay. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. That works. Okay. All right. I think we're actually ready to start markerizing these bad boys. Here, up the proton packs. Gotta be wearing the proton packs. You have the little handles there for the traps. All right, there we go. Now for the markering. Oh boy. Let's get into some crazy stuff, you guys. And I have new markers. I've got like 17 new ones. So good. So good. I'm so excited about that. All right, let me erase here a little bit and let's get going with the markering. So I'm going to start off by doing Peter's jacket. I'm going to use this, and I hope it works. It's called Carib Cocoa. And one thing about when you do something cartoony, I often find it's better to do like a single color in there. Maybe a shadow color, but that, like, keep it pretty, you know, keep it simple, I guess. There we go. Let's get his arm done. We'll get this arm done. Yes, keep it simple. There's where the Ghostbuster patch is going to be, because I think it's on that arm. I'm like 90% sure. And yeah, same with down here. Just a nice single brown color in there. There we go. That works. For now, that works. So let's just get some of these colors in, and we go from there. His hair is significantly darker. I just got E79 cashew. No, I got E59 walnut. Let's give that a try. Because his hair is a darker shade than his jumpsuit. Go, that works. Let's move on to Peter's accoutrement. He wears his cuffs and collar are a weird blue-green. I think I got just the color for that. Blue-green 09, aka blue-green. It's actually a little more blue than I'd like. But that's okay, I can make it work. Gotta do his cuffs. Like so. And I want to go in with this Carib Cocoa again, color up any gap lines, stuff like that. There we go. Getting it in. Are you ready for the summer? That's the theme from Meatballs. There we go. Good. And then I've got Abyss Green, Blue Green 75. Let's fill in this again. I think that's going to... Yeah, that's closer to what I want. Good. Good, great, grand, wonderful. I think Peter had on a black shirt underneath. I'm pretty sure it was a black shirt. So we can do that. We'll do that with a dark, cool gray, I think we're going to go. Alright, there we go. Peter's coming along. Next up, I'm going to move into... I think Ray, actually. Alright, Ray, my boy, let's go. So Ray's jumpsuit is tan. And he's got tanner colored cuffs and collar, so I need to find the right tan for him. I don't think this brick beige is gonna work. That would work for the collars, but no, his is like, it's gray, it's way grayer. What a warm gray number 4. Too dark. Brick white. That's pretty good. I gotta say, I like that a lot. That works. But so now the challenge is getting all this lead out of here. Yeah. Because this is gonna have... This is going to smear a ton. It's a color I don't use very often. I really do like it. It's just very... It's not good for a lot of things. It really isn't. But it's good for right now, and that's what matters. Also, it seems to be running dry. So, yay, hooray. Yay. Okay, we'll go over it with a warm gray number 1. Which is also drying out. Let's do 2. We can do 2 for the pad here. And like so, that'll work. There we go. I know, brick white. It's like it doesn't look like much at all. But it's in there. Okay, for his color, we can do this. That's a little too beigey. We do warm gray 3, I think we're going to do. for his collar. Because it's like the same color as a jumpsuit, but just darker. And for his cuff right here. There we go. Good dealio. Next up, we'll do Winston, which this is going to be god-awful. Because his jumpsuit is light flippin' blue. So, yeah. Light blue. Which means that any ink or any lead that I get, it's Smear Town, baby. He's going to take you on a one-way trip to Smear Town. But let me see what I got. Ice Mint is a new color for me. That could work. That could work. I'm seeing if there's anything else that I like for that. Maybe this ice blue color. Because Winston's thing does not have any kind of any sort of green to it. Powder blue could work. Let's do the powder blue. Let's do it, you guys. Kevin, hey, if you're there, stop by, man. If you're there, feel free to stop by and hang out at the booth. That sounds good, man. We'll chat, catch up. If you're there, don't make a special trip just for me, unless you specifically want to for a day or whatever. It's all up to you, but yeah, that'd be cool. If you're working it too, man, I'll have to stop by because I do want to see that Impala. Sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Sci-Fi Valley Con. That's always a show that I enjoy just going to. I enjoy all of my shows for different reasons, but yeah, this is a good one. I dig it. Like a garden. Alright, now we need his cuffs. So, I need a pink. I don't have too many pinks, actually. Peach might work, I don't know. But it needs to be, like, very vibrant. Actually, Egon's is more pink. Winston's is a little more dark red. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do Garnet? I don't know if that's too dark or not. But yeah, man, if you're there, stop by. This red, that works. That's nice. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, they've been promoting for Sci-Fi Valley that the Impala is going to be there. So I don't know what that means in terms of if your people are going or not or what's up with that. But yeah, they've been advertising that the Impala is going to be there along with Bobby, and then I can't remember his name. I want to call him Creighton Duke, but I know that's not right. But he's the Hunter Virgil, I think, is his name. I think that's his name. He's the vampire hunter guy. He's going to be there, so that's cool. It's going to be a good show. It always is at least an entertaining show. A lot of cosplay that I see, and I think people in that area of Pennsylvania are just so excited to get out and be, like just going to a con, talking to people, all that kind of stuff. They get very excited about it, which I dig that. I think that's cool as heck. So I'm always excited to go. All right, last but not least, Egon. And his outfit is, he has the pink, but he has the very blue. He has the blue-green, like the turquoise. This ice mint color might be a little too something. But we could try... That's close-ish. That's too dark. The Sci-Fi Valley Con, good show. Good show. They had John Rhys Davies a while back. That was awesome. Has a little too much green in it for my taste. Aqua mint. Moon white. Petroleum blue. I think it's going to be too dark. Yeah, way too dark. It's like a robin's... I have robin's egg blue here. That might work. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to try it and see. Yeah, John Rhys Davies. They had... oh, what is his name? From Gremlins. Zach Galligan. That's awesome. But I know Zach Galligan from the Waxworks movies. If you guys have never seen the Waxworks movies, I highly recommend you go out and see the Waxworks movies. Because there's something special, that's for sure. Something awesome. Very, very cool flicks. And the one that, you know, of all the horror movie remakes out there that they're doing, I'm not behind 90% of them, but I'd be behind a Waxworks remake because you could just have so much fun with the concept. Maybe don't remake it, but just like make a Waxworks 3. Same concept. Haunted wax museum, and if you step into the exhibits, they come to life and kill you. Like you're sucked into that world. You could have so much fun with that. It's a little more green than I'd like. What's this? Nile blue. That's what we need. They have a Hobbit door. That's awesome. Did you ever wonder just like what it is that possess folks to do that? Like, hey, you know, I'd like to do this. You know, I think that's cool as heck. Like, I want to know the story of like what started them down that journey of like making, you know, restoring the Impala and the Hobbit door. I'm gonna ask them if they're there, like we talked about, if they're there, because that's kind of fascinating to me, you know. I just think that's super neat that they would get into that and do that. And it's very cool that they get to share that then with, you know, the world at large. There we go. And now I need the soft pink for his cuffs and his collar. All right, sound off if you guys have any opinions. If you could make a movie replica prop of anything, what would you make? Like if you had a ton of funds and you could make a prop replica. Like it's not going to work. So don't say the TARDIS and think you're going to be zipping through time and space. But just like a replica. Like what would you make? From any movie or TV show? What would you do? You know, people make like Jason masks and stuff like that. I think that's super duper cool. Winston's got black hair. Freddy gloves is a cool one. You know, I love Doctor Who. Having a TARDIS replica would be neat, but it's no Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure phone booth, that's for sure. I'm just throwing that out there for y'all. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We just watched that the other night, and it's amazing. I still love that flippin' movie. Even after all these years, it's good times. So he's got orangish hair. So I could do light orange. Let's try that. That works. You know what I'd do? Easy peasy. Just came to me. I'd make the flippin' Pork Chop Express from Big Trouble in Little China. And I would drive that sucker all over town. It would cost me $40 per mile to fill to keep gas in it. It would be a huge guzzler. Every time I go to the station, I'd have to go 3 times a week, and it would cost $400. There we go. But yeah, the old Pork Chop Express, man. That's good stuff right there, I gotta say. Let's think of other good prop replicas that we can build in our spare time. How about... No, that's the same color as Peter's shirt. Cocoa Brown. No, I don't like it. I'm looking for a good skin tone color for Winston. Because everybody else is pretty much the same, except for Winston. That's too dark. That's way too saturated. I need some less saturated brown colors. That could work. So you would cosplay as John Cusack from Better Off Dead? I love it. Cause I'd be better off dead than to live without you. I love that movie. That and One Crazy Summer, which I already mentioned. Done by Savage Steve Holland, I believe his name is. Both great flicks. Savage, yeah, Savage Steve Holland, right? I think. Okay. Winston's lower lip is the same color as his upper lip. Or his lower lip's the same color as all the rest of his skin. But the upper lip, we're going to leave that just so I know where it's at. I can fill in later. Plus, I want it to be just a tiny bit darker to give that shadow feeling. Better Off Dead. What a great flick. I'd be better off dead than to live without you. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. One-Eyed Willie's ship. Heck yeah. That would be awesome. Goonies never say die. That's one I need to do. A good marker drawing of the Goonies. Goonies, Goonies. But it would just evolve into me drawing Cyndi Lauper from the video. Goonies are good enough. There we go. Good enough for me. Oh, aye, 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 aye. And Captain Lou Albano would be there. Goonies are awesome. I have not, man. I have not had a ton of time to watch movies. I've had King Kong Escapes was my Netflix for like, I'm dead serious on this, like 5 weeks. So I haven't seen squat, but no Gatorface yet. I'd really like to watch that at some point. I love crappy kids movies, so that's like perfect for me. Crappy kids movies, good times. I did get to watch that terrible Dragon World movie. It was awful. I loved it. So that was a plus. It's a good time in my life watching bad kids movies from the 90s. Of course. So I was at Half Price Books the other day, and I was irritated because somebody like does research to find value for things before they sell it. I know I shouldn't complain about a retailer actually doing their homework, but I don't know why it irritates me like it does. But so I go into the tape section, which is where I always go first, and I'm looking for tapes, and I'm like, oh cool, here's some crappy Moonbeam Entertainment kids movie about some wizards or some garbage. I don't know. Yeah, $20 they have the tape listed for. 20 American dollars. And I'm just like, no. No way in heck. You know? And I kind of hate that. Like, it's like, just price all of your tapes at $1. And then it's up to the consumer to figure out which ones are valuable and buy them for $1. Like, I hate that you guys are like, well, this tape is clearly worth $20. I don't know why. It bothers me. It really does. I shouldn't complain about it. But I'm gonna. Because it's my show, dang it. Is he really? Oh, that's a shame. I always thought of the two Coreys, he was the one that seemed to have his life together. Did you get Sean Astin? Also, I would guess that now after Infinity War, that what's his name? Josh Brolin has a crazy expensive autograph. Like, if his autograph prices were, you know, say he was like, $50 an autograph before. Now, after Infinity War and Deadpool 2, he's probably charging, you know, $150, $200, if not more, for autographs. So he would have been a good one to get before he got famous. Well, not that he wasn't ever not famous, but before those two movies made him conventionally internet famous in today's day and age. But yeah, that would be awesome. Get the whole Goonies cast. Do they still do that Goonies convention that's out in like Portland? Or is that just a one-time thingamajigger? Like a one-time only deal? Because that would be a fun one to go to, I would think, as far as conventions go. The Goonies convention? Oh, yeah. I wonder if Cyndi Lauper would be there. If she starts singing Time After Time, though, I'm going to lose it. Start crying. Ugh. Beautiful. Time after time. Oh, damn. Here come the waterworks. Yeah, Goonies are so good. I don't know. Hey, that's still awesome. Now, Deshaun Astin, is he, when you met him, was he cool? Was he like, Goonies, what are you talking to? Like, why are you doing this, man? I'm Samwise Gamgee. Or was he just like, yeah, Goonies, that's awesome. I hope he was cool, because there's nothing worse than hearing somebody's a jerk. Sean Astin, man. He was Rudy, Samwise Gamgee, Mikey from the Goonies. Dude's got a good career. He's had a good run. Being in awesome stuff. Okay, I see some spots I missed. I'm going to tap them off. Get this background done in Slimer green. And away we can go. So let me erase some of the lines here. And then I'm actually going to start on the inking. And I can fill in any gaps when I'm done. I don't know if I'll get this sucker done before I got to run today. But we shall see. He was great in Stranger Things. Bob deserved better. I've seen that on a shirt. But gosh dang it. Like, the man was a damn hero. And they shouldn't have killed him off. That was a very Joss Whedon movie, you Duffer Brothers. And I do not approve. Do not approve. I don't feel his death added anything. Because number one, he shows up and he's Mr. Perfect. And you know that he's dead. He's got the stink of death all over him. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad to hear it. Goonies never die. That's great. You know, I'm sure there are movies that he's done that he's not particularly proud of or that he doesn't remember. You know, but I hope Goonies isn't one of them. I hope that's one that he's like, yeah, I was glad to be a Goonie. That's good to hear that he's a cool dude. Nothing worse to me than a jerk celebrity. You know. That's awesome though. Goonies never die. They don't. They just fade away. Yeah, I thought he was secretly evil too. I thought he was secretly evil too, especially in the scene when Will is like, "Who's this person?" Like, he didn't recognize Bob. And I'm like, oh, snap. Bob is somehow evil, or like a secret agent sent to spy on Joyce and the kids or something like that. But no, it was just he didn't remember stuff. Will didn't remember things. But yeah, he should have stuck around, because that's pretty crappy. And like, you figure too, then Bob, like, doesn't he have parents or friends or anybody that's wondering about him? Like, how did they cover up his death? I like to think that in whatever afterlife this cruel world may provide us, he and Barb are hanging out, having a barbecue, and talking about, I don't know, good stuff. But I desperately need to get that Bob in dressed as a vampire Funko Pop from GameStop. That is killer. I'm a fan. Okay. He was playing himself. Damn! So nice. Sean Astin. I'm going to hire Sean Astin for my movie when I make it, which is going to be called A Colin Richards Christmas Special. You guys are going to love it. Don't worry. It's going to be great. I'm going to hire Sean to play the title role of Colin Richards. And my guess is he's going to knock it out of the flippin' park. Alright, let's get in just a little bit of shading here. Alright, that is good. For now, I know it looks pretty darn fugly now. We'll get into some inking here and tune it up a little bit. And to start with, Egon's glasses. There we go. And those will get colored in here in a minute. There we go. Sorry, I'm just concentrating here. Got to get that Egon face in there looking good. Oh, Bob. And I know my wife's like, well, you know, now Joyce can hook up with Oh, what the heck is his name? Gosh dang it. I can't think to save my life today. The sheriff. Hopper. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think I want Joyce and Hopper to hook up. I want it to be, you know, Joyce and Sean Astin, man. That's the one true pairing. OTP, bro. OTP. Pardon me. Yeah, I really did like Stranger Things 2. Aside from that, I felt was unnecessary. But Sean Astin killed it. Good times. Okay, get his jawline in there. All right, there we go. For now, that's good. We can fill in some gaps here a little bit. Let's move on to Winston. Where's that purple goop called him in number 2? Winston. Good times. Yeah, I can't wait for Stranger Things 3. It's actually one of my favorite new properties, I would say. I know it's not TV, but on TV. It's going to be a long wait for the next season. That I can tell you. But it'll be good. I hope it's worth it. Still haven't seen Stephen King's It, though, because I know Finn Wolfhard is in it. And I liked him on Stranger Things, so I'd like to check him out on It. There we go. Good Winston. He's coming along. All right, we'll move on to Peter Venkman, every child's favorite. As he was the sarcastic guy. And everybody loves the sarcastic guy. I did. My favorite turtle was Raph. There we go. Good. Get them eyebrows in. Get them eyeballs in. There we go. Good. Kevin, yes, let's talk about that. Let's get deep with that. You're referring to the real or the Ghostbusters show, the not the real Ghostbusters. They had an ape sidekick. And that was based off of a comedy show from a comedy movie from the 70s called The Ghostbusters. I'm glad you brought that up. I'd like to actually rewatch that and give it a fair shot, you know? Like, I know it's not the real Ghostbusters, but I know they, like, go into a haunted closet to get their gear and stuff. I kind of want to check it out. It sounds so nuts. You know, go back and rewatch that crazy stuff. And Jared, I did enjoy Paul Reiser in there. I think they wanted you to think Paul Reiser was going to be evil because 90% of the people that are watching Stranger Things 2 only know of him from Aliens, if they know him at all, and they tried to play with the expectations. I'm fine with that. I liked where they took the character. Yeah, Jared, look it up. It's called... Hold on, I'm looking it up here. Right, The Ghostbusters, 2 words, was a live-action sitcom that ran from 75 and ran in 1975 with a Larry Storch in it. Nice. Okay, so then they made a sequel show called Ghostbusters in 86, and it was Filmation, not Funimation. But yeah, real weird, real different. But yeah, Kevin, you're absolutely right that, like, you're like, man, I'm ready to watch some real flippin' Ghostbusters. And then that show comes on. You'd be like, what is this? I don't get this. Why is this happening to me? But yeah, good stuff. I'm glad it exists, though, because it's such a weird little part of pop culture. And I love weird little pop culture things. I really do. Okay, Ray is in there. Looking all right. And there we go. Okay. And then I can fill in some of these gaps and then get in with the rest of the markers for, say, like Egon's glasses, stuff of that nature. Now, Egon's glasses are a bright red, so let's slap that in. Now, notice I left out the pupils. I don't know if I want all the Ghostbusters looking at the camera or if I want them looking somewhere else. What do you guys think? Should these guys be looking all at you? Like Winston, I'll use the pencil here. Like Winston to be looking down this way. Peter, right at you. Ray, and Egon. I don't know if you guys can see those. No, the pupils. Peter's a little weird here. Yeah, the gist is they're all looking right at you. Do you guys like that? I will also start in on this. Okay. So now I can fill in some of these gaps here. Give that a second to dry and fill in one more Peter's outfit. All right, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And we'll need what, warm gray 3 here to do this guy in the back, the backpack. And this Carib Cocoa to fill in more on Peter's shirt here. There we go. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, this is definitely one that I'm not going to get done today, unfortunately, because I'm going to have to leave here in a few minutes. But it's one I will finish up, hopefully tonight, and get up on the Facebooks for you guys. Yeah, very low-key stream today, which is not a problem. I usually like it very relaxed. Yeah, but it is good. But yeah, Sci-Fi Valley Con is coming up, you guys. So if you live anywhere close to Altoona, Pennsylvania, I recommend it. It's a good show. It is a lot of fun. And the guest lineup's pretty cool, I gotta say. I dig that, what's his name? Rob or Ron? I can't remember. Rob Paulson's going to be there. Who is a famous voice actor in a bunch of stuff, but if you've ever seen Animaniacs, which I can't believe it if you haven't, he was the voice of like Yakko Warner. He's done a ton of stuff. He was in Planescape Torment, one of my favorite RPGs of all time, as Mort, the sarcastic skeleton with a bite attack who wants to sleep with all of the undead zombie ladies he sees. Great game. He did good in that, so it's going to be a cool show. And Olivia D'Abo is going to be there, which is so weird. They're billing her as, oh, she was in Invader Zim as a voice. And they don't bring up Conan the Flippin' Destroyer. Man, because she was the princess in Conan the Destroyer. So awesome. So cool. So yeah, it's going to be a good show, and I am definitely looking forward to it. This is going to be a crazy couple of weeks for me. Because not this weekend, like I said, but next weekend, Sci-Fi Valley Con. So that's like June 8, 9, and 10. And then the weekend after that, I'm at Kennywood Park for a show on Sunday. And then the weekend after that, it is flippin' Monster Bash. So it's like crazy. And then the Twin Lakes Arts Festival in Greensburg is July 4th. So yeah, it's going to be banana wacky. That's right, he was Raphael. Thank you, Kevin. That's good point. You are absolutely right there. He was Raph, my favorite sarcastic turtle. Yeah, he's going to be there at Sci-Fi Valley, that's so cool. I guess that's true. Poor Meatloaf. Well, I have not been hustling bustling on this, guys, but this is all I think I'm going to be able to get done on this for my time today. Poke around with wizard stuff and all that fun jazz, but it was fun to do. I'm going to end it here today, you guys. Like I said, I have got to jet here. But I hope you all enjoyed watching, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to go continue to have a crush on Janine and finish this guy up a little later, hopefully tonight. And until then, you guys have a great week. Hopefully I'll catch you soon, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.